Good morning, everyone. My name is MightyStream. Today is September the 7th. I'm brought to you by Hope Through Navigation, and this is our H.O.O.D Recovery Services. I'm going to do our spiritual principle a day in a meditation with you. You can reach me at recoveryofhope21@gmail.com. Let's go ahead and get into that screen. Let's look at it. September 7th, patience and the process of healing. Healing takes time, but it does happen. We must be patient with ourselves. Living Clean, Chapter 4, Sex. Some of us came into NA hoping for a speedy recovery, like the way we bounced back after the accident and got over the flu right quick. We wanted to put addiction behind us, and then we could get on with life. A mixture of hope and denial convinced us that detoxing would fix us. Our experience told a different story. We'd have been able to stop using on occasion, but we could never seem to stay stopped. At some point, we realized we needed more than a spin drive, and we rallied the patience to persevere on a just for today basis. We face our lives and ourselves in everyday living, as the basic text suggests. We strive for progress while taking care not to expect perfection. Sticking with it calls on us to be patient with the process and ourselves. Recovery is ongoing for folks like us, not something we can look at in the rearview mirror. We consider ourselves recovering, not recovered, addicts. Practicing patience requires us to be more gentle with ourselves. We attempt to nurture kind and encouraging thoughts, shutting down the harsh self-talk that says, I should be better than this by now. When we measure our progress against some unrealistic benchmark, or worse, compare our insides to others' outsides, it's no wonder we come up short. We focus on finding satisfaction with the pace of our progress. Patience serves as a bridge to some much needed hope, faith, and humility as we learn to trust the process. We'll need all of these spiritual principles and more as we navigate the minefields of our past with the 12 steps in our sponsor's guidance. Trauma and abuse cast a long shadow on many of our lives. We learn to be patient with ourselves as an expression of love. We come to understand our past without allowing it to define us. All of this takes time that's available to us because we're learning to practice patience. I invite patience to help me find satisfaction with my progress and access the resources I need for continued recovery and healing. That's a powerful meditation, and it's talking about being patient with ourselves. I really enjoyed this meditation today because it's so true. So many of us came into the fellowship of Narcotics Anonymous and we thought, well, as long as I'm detoxing, as soon as I get this out my system, I'm going to be okay. How many times have we had such a high expectation for ourselves, and then when we didn't meet it, and really the reason why we didn't meet it is because we hadn't really done the deep level work of doing that 4th step, that 5th and 6th step, and that 7th step. So those character defects were still there. We weren't able to recognize the patterns far enough in advance that we could stop ourselves from doing the same thing over and over and expecting different results. I mean, that's if we're looking at this and just keeping it completely 100% honest. We had these expectations, but we hadn't changed anything. And as a result of not having changed anything, we continue to do the same thing. Well, now you're in recovery, and this is not a cold. This is not a flu. This is not coronavirus, right? This is the disease of addiction, and it's going to take time to address it and to heal it. It's going to take time. It's going to take effort. It's not going to be fixed overnight. But just for today, you can use the spiritual principles of this program to help you maneuver and navigate yourself through the course of your day by day, just for today, in a spiritual mode. That's your strategy, and you can do it. And here's the thing, we have time today. You know, when we say jails, institutions, and death, usually not in that order. Well, today, when we're actively pursuing recovery rather than the disease of addiction, we're buying out time. So be patient with yourselves, give yourself time to heal, but be active about it. Be proactive about it and less reactive about it. My name is Mighty Stream, and I've enjoyed talking to you this morning. I hope that you will have a beautiful day with patience in the process of healing. Be patient with yourselves, but do the work. You have to do the work, okay? Talk to you tomorrow.